Today on Ocean Mysteries, we travel to Monterey Bay on the golden California coast to meet a resilient marine mammal symbolic of this rugged coastline.
Right now is a good day because we're hanging out with sea otters.
This iconic species may look hardy, but the truth is it was once hunted to the brink of extinction, and today its populations are still struggling to survive. We'll also explore the beautiful kelp forest where these otters live. We'll meet the conservation team fighting to save them, and we'll learn of the special bond that forms when an orphaned otter pup is introduced to its new surrogate mother.
Oh, look at that. So you can see right here, mom and babe are together.
All this and more coming up next. For hundreds of millions of years, the oceans of our planet have hidden the deepest secrets. Join me as we reveal the ocean's mysteries.
Isn't that incredible? This, my friends, is what it's all about.
All right, Gina, who is who here?
We have Cruz and Bixby.
All right, who am I going to feed?
This guy.
This is Cruz?
Yep.
Here you go. Ooh.
Good job.
Got all 5 fingers. So, hey guys, I'm Jeff Corwin, and welcome to Georgia Aquarium, and welcome to a very fun episode of Ocean Mysteries. These are southern sea otters. These are those amazing, charismatic mammals you can see floating along the coastline of places like California. They have incredible fur. Unlike animals like seals and sea lions that have blubber for insulation, these creatures are really relying on that fur to keep them warm. But it also, to me, is ironic because this amazing tool that allows them to survive is what actually nearly drove them to extinction not even a century ago. You see, these creatures were targets for the industrial fur trade, and they were hunted to the point of near extinction. But now they're protected. They have recovered, they are thriving, but they're certainly not out of the woods. And how did these guys come to find themselves here at the aquarium?
Both of their mothers, now they're not related, were fatal to great white shark attacks.
Which is a natural process.
Yes, it is.
But because they're a species that we need to protect, these orphans were given a second chance at life. And it also represents sort of a unique partnership that Georgia Aquarium has with other institutions like the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And that's where we're heading next to follow our incredible sea otter odyssey to the coast of California.
When it comes to the survival of the southern sea otter species, the Monterey Bay Aquarium is involved in one of the most important conservation programs on the planet. It is called Sea Otter Research and Conservation, or SORAC. We're here with my good friend Carl Mayer, the animal care coordinator for this program that studies, monitors, and rescues sea otters through an amazing 4-step process. Step 1. The team first locates stranded sea otter pups that have been orphaned along the California coast. With no hopes of surviving on their own, these otters are brought back to the Monterey Bay Aquarium where they can be rehabilitated. Step 2. The SORAC team evaluates, examines, monitors, and feeds these new otters to get them on the road to recovery. Step 3. These young pups are eventually introduced to an older female living at the aquarium who instinctively takes on the role as surrogate mother, also as teacher of the crucial survival skills that these otters will need in the wild.
Essentially, the maternal bond forms spontaneously, so we'll put them together and essentially see how they do.
And finally, step 4. After the pups have recovered and are ready to survive on their own, they are released back into the wild where they belong. Each otter pup is identified by the number representing the order that it was rescued. And this little guy is new arrival number 555, which means that he is the 555th pup to be rescued in this program.
Absolutely precious. This young southern sea otter, she was rescued when she was only about a day in age. Orphaned, found alone. Absolutely incredible creature. Now, you would never ever do this with a wild sea otter. This feels really cool. This feels really interesting and what a neat experience. But the truth is, your mission, Carl, is not to become friends with this otter, is it?
Right. No, we want to maintain a distance. which is why in part why we're wearing this disguise when we're working with the animal. This time period right now, we kind of consider this to be the stabilization phase, where the animal essentially is being prepared for ultimately introduction to a surrogate mother, which will be a sea otter, and that'll allow her to proceed more normally with her development.
So Carl, why are we brushing the fur of this sea otter?
At this age, she's not quite capable yet of grooming her own fur self-sufficiently, so normally she'd be getting a lot of grooming from mom. Grooming is essentially how the animals maintain the cleanliness in their fur. It also stimulates blood flow in the skin area. It allows them to restore air and loft to their fur, which helps with essentially insulation in the cold ocean environment.
Certainly such a rare and incredible treat to be this close to such an amazing animal. But coming up next, we continue with our Southern Sea Otter expedition here off the coast of Monterey.
Coming up, we take on an incredible adventure as we kayak around Monterey Bay to observe sea otters surviving in the wild.
Look at this guy eating right here. Certainly not the best table manners you'll ever see.
And then we dive beneath the choppy surf to explore the mysterious kelp forest where they survive. And later, we'll see firsthand how orphaned sea otters are adopted and nurtured by their surrogate moms at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.